The Xbox One S is the Xbox One's first big revision. Like the Xbox 360 before it, at around the same time, Microsoft decided to shake up the design a little bit. This is another hardware focused before you buy video where I question whether or not anybody really needs this thing, because I think it's somewhat 50-50, but let's start off with the positives, all right? Look, I'm gonna gush about the design. This thing is pretty awesome. First of all, Microsoft has said that this design is 40% smaller than the Xbox One. The Xbox One size was my biggest complaint of the hardware itself, and 40% smaller is no joke. This thing is freaking small, and I think it's really compact, really nicely designed. The refresh just looks cleaner lines, less vents going on. The whole system of ventilation is much more simple, and I think it's very much worth noting that the buttons are physical buttons that actually click in now once again. There's also no power brick on the cable, which is a first for Xbox consoles in a while, and I gotta say, that in and of itself is a total miracle. The fact that they crammed that in here is pretty nice. It's also worth mentioning that there is no actual port for the Kinect, which I think is a huge fucking plus, but it is worth noting that they did include an IR blaster to sort of make up for some of the functionality that some people might be losing with the Kinect. You can still connect a Kinect with a dongle, but that is not included. Now let's get down to the capabilities of these things. 4K and HDR are the two big buzzwords that you're gonna hear with the Xbox One S. But it's worth noting that the Xbox One S is capable really of 4K video, not necessarily games. True 4K gaming will come with the next more powerful version of the Xbox One, known now as Xbox Scorpio. We'll talk more about that later. So don't really expect true native 4K games on here. The Xbox One S does have HDR support, but it's a new standard with HDR10 and can be a bit fragmented. I noted a lot of reviewers had problems with certain Vizio type TVs that don't support it, but my Samsung TV did. You also need to know that as of right now, there's no HDR supported games that take advantage of this color scaling technology. That is actually really awesome in person. I'd say HDR compared to 4K, I think HDR has a bit more of a visual impact. But for games, expect it coming with Forza Horizon 3 and Gears of War 4. This does function as an ultra high def Blu-ray player, so if you feel like replacing your Blu-rays with better Blu-rays and you really like spending money, this is a thing you can do. And I gotta say, it's pretty great as a 4K video player. Like, I used it a lot for 4K shows and movies on Netflix, and it works pretty damn well. But really, talking about capabilities, if you don't have a cool new TV, you don't get anything out of this console from a capability standpoint. Sure, it's technically a bit faster and more powerful, and you might be pushing literally a few, like 1 or 2 or 3 extra frames in a game. It's really not noticeable, and I am not underselling it, I'm serious. It certainly didn't help Telltale Batman's frame rate. Something I am very much into is that it does include the new revised Xbox One controller, which is pretty slick. First of all, it has the newer normal headphone jack input. It also has Bluetooth connectivity, which is pretty dope, especially because I'm going to be using this also with my PC. And the design now just looks cleaner and nicer, and there's a new added texture to the plastic on the back that feels really nice. Something that I thought was interesting was that the actual product in the box, it did come with a stand. The 2 terabyte version, that is this one, comes with a stand for standing it vertical, and that's pretty nice. But it didn't come with any sort of Xbox Live chat headset like an Xbox usually does, and I thought that was a little weird, and that was an omission that I think is important for some people. Look, overall, I'm speaking to you guys, okay? Like, you guys are hardcore gamers, you pay attention to this stuff. Is the Xbox One S technically the best Xbox? Yes, absolutely. It should replace every normal Xbox One on the shelf. People from now on, you know, if you go and buy your kid an Xbox for Christmas, it should be this Xbox. This is the future of Xbox, and this should be adopted as the main Xbox products, because from a hardware standpoint, this thing is nice. It is so much better than the original Xbox One. But you guys pay attention. People need to pay attention. This thing is coming for a lot of consumers and a lot of gamers at not a very good time, because we know officially from Xbox that the Xbox Scorpio is coming. So I think that's pretty obvious, you know, and even I'm an early adopter. I don't like playing the waiting game, but really, with the Xbox One Scorpio coming and that seem, you know, gonna be a better console, you should probably wait around for that. Look, if the Xbox One is your daily driver and you use it exclusively every day, should you run out and buy this still? I don't know. Look, maybe if you have a coupon or maybe a gift card to Best Buy or something, and, you know, maybe some more expendable income kicking around, yeah, sure, go for it. It's a nicer, fancier Xbox. You're gonna be happy with it, especially if you like shiny things and you like spending money. But for somebody a little more budget conscious, no, you shouldn't bother with this, and honestly, you you shouldn't feel bad. Don't worry about it if you skip this. I do kind of feel like I'm saying the obvious with that, but every single person is different. And I've given you guys sort of the pros, the cons, the features, and my personal opinions about the Xbox One S, so I do want to know what you guys think of it down in the comments. Maybe you're a console gamer, or maybe you have a PS4 and you also want to get in on Xbox One. This is the right time. This is a nice console. But then again, maybe it's not the right time because of Scorpio. How do you feel? What are your thoughts if you're in any of these types of situations? Did you pick it up? Do you like it? Let me know anything you want about Xbox One S down in the comments. You guys know the deal. If you enjoy this video and want to see more hardware before you buy videos, clicking the like button is the best way you can help us out. And just know, if you want to talk more about Xbox One S, if you have any more questions, you can hit me up in the comments or also on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Jake Baldino. Subscribing is also a great idea if this is your first time here because we put out videos every single day. But as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.